things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will put total leather and we'll get started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Jackson going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got the back in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Jackson will throw. Another incompletion on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Kick is in the air. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
The offense changing the play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete on the comeback. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They'll give it to him again. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This is where it's tough to play QB and when to use touch, when to throw it hard, and he chooses to put a little bit of touch on the ball and argue probably a little too much touch. The DB was right there to make the play. He didn't get the pick, but obviously no touchdown.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The RPO, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Right on the money. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Jackson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to run it to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as his defense is hungry for turnovers.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. It's Carr. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami, 7.
And the Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the run, it's Washington. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll go right back to the run. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The give to the tailback. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He might want another play. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5.
Easy. Longer. Go.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nebraska! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Wants to throw again. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They're dealing with a second and long.
42, Spider. Go. Flip.
Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The snap sets up to throw. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion.
24, Miami, 7.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. back open in the middle.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Jackson will throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll run the toss. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. First and goal coming up.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time on the clock.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. You got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking for room. It's Washington.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Okay,
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Nebraska.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Jackson gonna throw it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Jackson will throw. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game, they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Flushed out of the pocket. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Touchdown, Canes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Quarterback will keep it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here.